What do economists think about education? How does education contribute to the larger economy in the first place? How does education change economics for individuals? Before we begin to address any specific application of economic theory to educational settings or policies, what concepts describe the global economics of education? Do they matter? Hello, and welcome to the mini course titled Global and Comparative Education, sponsored by the UC Santa Barbara Orfalea Center for Global and International Studies. My name is Travis, and I'm a PhD candidate in education and research fellow at the Orfalea Center. My research focuses on education policy, policy implementation, and program evaluation. This week, we will focus on the global economics of education. We will learn more about economic frameworks for studying global issues in education and methodologies used to compare the international economies of inputs and outputs of education. Readings in this section focus on the economics of education, specifically related to the individual and aggregate economic returns of education, vocational training, and the knowledge economy. These global economic issues related to education differ from the applied economic perspectives, such as finance or administration, which we'll revisit later on in the mini course. To explore the global economics of education, we will examine cases in which education plays a pivotal role in shaping economic outcomes. Considering the individual and economic returns of education, what role does education play in reducing income inequality? How effective is education in changing individual outcomes? A case study from Brazilian education policy provides one account of the economic impact of education between 1982 and 1988. This reading highlights the historical role of education policies in shaping economic outcomes for individuals and larger economic inequality. What international solutions does education provide to globally connected economic issues? Internationally, education provides individuals with increased skills and capabilities to contribute to the labor market. Global issues of skill and workforce development appear to leverage education policy and institutions internationally. Providing training and broader workforce development are key operations of education institutions internationally. But you might be wondering, why do education institutions focus so much on skill development? What about other types of learning and training provided through the idea of education? How does education, and particularly skill and workforce development, implicate the globally connected economy? Well, we can think about the contributions of education institutions. Research in comparative education discusses the knowledge economy and the motivation behind the production and value of knowledge in our world. The training and preparation of individuals within educational institutions plays an important role for the future of workforce and innovation. You can read more about these topics in the articles under the Economics of Education module of my website under the Global and Comparative Education mini course. Next week, we will cover the politics of education. Access the syllabus and research articles on my website. Here you will find an active forum for weekly topic discussion. Are you interested in learning more about global and comparative education? Click the links next to this video to learn more about course objectives, activities, and requirements. Follow me and the UC Santa Barbara Orfalea Center for more information about upcoming sponsored events related to global and comparative education. Thank you and see you next week.